All right, let's talk about something that's trying to bring some serious order to the Wild West of AI development. It's called the Utyansky Index system.
So, let's get right into it. Why do our AIs, these super smart agents we're building, get completely lost inside their own code? It's a huge problem, right? We have these incredibly powerful tools, but it's like we're just dropping them into a maze without a map and hoping for the best.
Well, it's because we've basically built a digital Tower of Babel. You know the story. We've got all these different systems, all these different programming languages, and none of them are really speaking the same language. It's creating this absolute mess, this world of digital confusion for the AIs we're trying to put to work.
And that confusion leads to some really critical problems. First up, AI hallucinations. This is where the AI doesn't know something, so it just guesses, not what you want. Then there's system fragmentation, a Python AI trying to talk to a Rust engine, and they just can't communicate precisely. The source material calls this fuzzy context, and it all boils down to one thing. Searching for anything is a nightmare and incredibly inefficient.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's chaotic. How do we fix it? Well, the proposed solution is... actually, it's pretty brilliant in its simplicity. We need to create what's called a unified semantic space. Basically a common ground, a universal language where both humans and AI are on the same page. And that language is the language of coordinates.
And this is where it gets really cool. The core idea here is a periodic table, but for all your code, your entire digital reality. Think about it. Just like every element in chemistry has its own unique spot, every single digital object in your system, every function, every file, everything, gets its own unique, unambiguous address.
So what is the Utyansky Index, really? It's a global coordinate system. It's a universal standard that acts like a GPS for your entire codebase. And this is important. It's not just about numbering files. No, this is an address inside the logic of the code itself. And here's how it actually works, and it's so elegant. It's a simple four-part coordinate, x, y, z, w. Each part tells you something specific. X tells you the level. Is it front-end, back-end, and agent? Y tells you the sector. Are we talking UI, API, security? Z is the node, which subsystem it belongs to. And finally, W gets down to the nitty-gritty, the specific function or element. Instantly, you know exactly where you are.
And it gets deeper. Just like a real periodic table, these digital elements are grouped by function. They have this concept called valence, which basically defines how they can bond or interact with other parts of the system. This means you can run automatic compatibility checks. It's pretty amazing.
All right, so that's the how. But what does this all mean in the real world? For developers, for businesses, what's the actual advantage? Well, it's a huge shift in how we think about building and managing our systems.
First off, and this is the big one, zero AI hallucinations. Let's paint a picture. Before this system, you might tell an AI, hey, go fix that security bug in the login module. The poor AI has to search through thousands, maybe millions of lines of code, guess what you mean by login module, and it might end up breaking something else entirely. Now with the index, you just give it one coordinate. That's it. The agent knows exactly where to go and what to fix, like a surgeon, no more guesswork. And because it's just jumping to a coordinate, you get instant millisecond navigation across your entire system. The AI doesn't have to read and process mountains of code anymore, it just goes right to the address. This is going to drastically slash processing time, and you guessed it, operational costs.
This also unlocks true Lego-like modularity. The source material calls this the Kalashnikov principle, and it's a great analogy. You know how every part of that rifle is standardized and totally interchangeable? Same idea here. Every block of your code becomes this self-contained, numbered piece that you can easily swap in or out, just like you're on a factory assembly line.
So when you put it all together, what you're seeing is a system that combines a bunch of proven ideas into something totally new. It acts like a DOI, a permanent link, but for your code. It's a universal translator, bridging the gap between Python, Rust, even old legacy systems. It's incredibly token efficient, which saves money. And get this, it's even predictive. It reserves space for technologies that haven't even been invented yet. Basically, it's like the DNS, the address book for the entire internet, but rebuilt for the age of AI.
It really all boils down to this powerful idea, this new mantra. Don't search. Address. Stop wasting time, energy, and money searching through digital chaos. Start addressing things with precision. So that's our look at the Utyansky Index system. It's a predictive, deterministic, industrial-grade standard for an AI-driven future.
And really, it leaves us with a pretty fundamental question, doesn't it? As we build this incredible AI future, are we going to build it on a solid, organized blueprint, or are we just building it all on digital sand?